Hello everyone, welcome back. So let's continue the method reference example. So I'm going to create a new class file, method reference example 1. Just finish it. So here we are going to use the lambda expressions. Okay. So let's try something similar which we tried already. Okay, let's create a function which will hold us variable or a name. So we'll convert them into uppercase or lowercase. So uppercase and lowercase, it's pretty much easier for us. So we are going to do that. Okay. So let's create a function. We all know that function will accept two parameters. One is input parameter, another is a return type. So I'm gonna use a string here. So my response type as also a string. So function one world. So the way we normally do, this is the way, name dot to upper class. Okay, but what we are trying to achieve here, we are going to use the method reference, right? So name is nothing but it's a string data, and uppercase is under a method string class. Okay, so to see that, just press your control and click to uppercase. It will open our string that class method. And what is the class name here? It's a string. So as for our syntax, my class name is going to be string and my method name is going to be to uppercase, right? So let's try to implement that. Okay, so this is a traditional one. I mean, the previous way which we do. Let's try to run this. Okay, so lambda expression result. So I'm gonna pass something like Java 8. So just run this and see the output. It's going to be capital letter Java 8, right? Okay, let's try to modify this. So what I'm gonna do is start. I think this up to this is pretty much the same. Okay, I'm going to make f1 as f2. So what is our syntax? Class name and the method name. What is our class here? Name is a string, right? So it's a string class. And what is the method name which you are going to use? To upper, right? Simple, right? Okay, let's see that. Execute them and see method reference. So here I'm going to pass the f2. Just execute them. See, we got the same result, right? So we can, it's a detailed explanation, and this is the shortcut of it. Okay, so the way we are using the lambda expression, we can combine lambda expression and functional interface and method reference all together. It's clubbing everything together based on your requirement. So your code will be looks more precise and clear and easy to understand, right? Okay, let's try something else. So now what I'm gonna do is, in what scenarios it is difficult to handle, or we should, I mean, it is not easy to handle, or we are not able to. Okay, because let's see, this is going to return a string, right? So we make use of string class and we utilize the method. Let's create a predicate, right? So what the predicate which we are going to use? Predicate, and we have a percentage, right? Person, it's gonna be predicate one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to normal condition, like the person who has a height more than 140 centimeter height. height greater than or equal to 140. Okay, so how do you going to handle this in a method reference? Will that be easy to do that? It is easy, but not like this. We have to make it a different way. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a method to return this particular result. Okay, so we all know that predicate is going to return a boolean, right? Let's create a boolean method which will return the exact outcome. Okay, so let me create one static boolean height check. Correct. So here return. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a makers of peon, or no, we need to pass the person here, right? Person per. So here person dot get height greater than or equal to 140. So this will return a true or a false, right? So let's try to implement the method reference here, right? So here, let me make it as a P2, I mean predication 2. So we know the syntax, the class name. What is the class name? Method reference example. Method reference example. And the token. And what is the method name here? Height check. See? We got it solved, right? Okay, let's try to execute them and see the outcome of it. Okay, let me so so the first one is okay, we already executed that. Let's try the method reference example with the predication, right? So predicate result, or else we can simply do predicate one result. So predicate one dot test, right? Test, and we need to pass the person, right? So we know that we have a person repository. There is a method which will return a single person. Okay, so we're gonna make use of it. Person repository dot get a person, right? It will return a person. So let's go ahead and see. The person is the height is 165, so it will return a true, right? Okay, let me run this. Just run it. See, it's true, correct? So what we are going to do is we are going to use the, I mean, we are going to run the second predicate, which will use the instance reference, right? Let me run this. Let me add another one and predication 2 result, and here p2 dot test. So let me run it again. See, both times we got the same result. So this is the way which we need to use, or which we replace the lambda expression with the method reference. Got it, right? Okay, let's try something different. Okay, I have a person here and I'm just passing the 140 directly in the method, but I wanted to get it from the runtime, or I need to pass it as a method. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is let's create another method which will accept a person and integer height, right? So here instead of 140 you can use height, so the height can be runtime defined. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a p3 here. So p3, again I'm going to use the height check with param, right? So height check with param, I'm going to use the height param here. So what is the error here? Method does not defined, not applicable here. One sec. Okay. So what happening here? So why I'm getting error here? Do you know that the predicate will accept only one input, right? Okay, so it got worked. But here we have a two input parameters. So what is going to happen? We need to use the by predicate. So when you use a by predicate, you need to pass two parameters. One is the person TTO and the another one is the height of the person. Correct? So P3, let me run the P3 here or add another one here and I'm going to make it as a predicate 3 result. So P3 dot test. I'm I have a person here and I'm checking is the person height is more than 145 because I'm passing the height runtime here. Correct? So let's save it and execute it and see what is the outcome. It's cool, right? See the way it's everything gives the same result, but the way we are handling is different. Because we thought uh, our previous was in Java, it's make efficient with the help of Java 8. The Java 8 it's make even better with the Lambda, but with the method reference we are making even better. I mean making shortcuts of Lambda expressions with the help of method reference, right? Okay. So with this we came to end of this video. We'll see the next video. Thank you.